An encounter from Azerbaijan. The person that emailed me this encounter wishes to remain anonymous. The story I'm going to write here happened to the great-grandmother of my wife and was told to my wife and me by my wife's grandmother. The incident occurred in 1914 to 1916 in the Shaki region of Azerbaijan in the northwest of the country. Shaki is in the mountainous region and is covered with thick forests. To be precise, the incident occurred in a place called Gonzali Mahali, translated as Neighborhood of People from Gonza, another city in Azerbaijan. The incident took place during winter. Houses were built on the edge of forests without sturdy fences, and toilets were located outside of the main house during that period. The witness, 8 to 10 years old at the time, had an urge to visit the WC in the night. When she stepped outside of the house, she noticed something big and hairy in the middle of the yard. The creature was bipedal and facing her. They looked at each other, and according to the witness, she could not move for a while. After the creature started moving, she crawled back to the house, since she could not walk on feet out of fear. Once she entered the house, she laid on the ground and kept her legs against the door to impede the creature from entering the house. However, she understood that if the creature wanted to enter the house, it will not be hard to push the door open and step inside. She prayed that not to happen and could not move from her place and sleep until dawn, when her parents found her there. Having listened to her, they decided it was a bear, but she was sure it was not, since it moved like a human on feet, not like a bear, and was way bigger than a bear. She was sure it was a gulyabani, a word used for crypto creatures like Bigfoot, werewolf, and others in Azerbaijan. Unfortunately, I never had a chance to talk directly to the witness since she passed away even before my birth. The narrator could not testify any other features of the creature, like odor, exact height, and other details. I would be thankful if you narrate my story on YouTube, which I believe could inspire other witnesses from Azerbaijan to report and share their stories. Best regards. Thanks for listening. If you've had a Bigfoot sighting or encounter and would like your story told here, please email me, Lynn Smith, at bigfootcasefiles@mail.com, or go to my website, bigfootcasefiles.com, to fill out an encounter form. I'm really looking forward to hearing from you. These events occurred on a family farm in Tennessee, June 17, 2019. I have written to you before. I had the experience of the Bigfoot tapping on my boot while I was hunting. Since then, I have returned to my family farm, which is around the Land Between the Lakes area. I have had more experiences since those months in 2016. You see, my father passed away that following year, and his final wishes were to be buried on my family farm under a huge mountain oak. My dad had great respect for the land and the animals that inhabited the land. He was who taught me how to hunt and to only take what you can eat, and always give back to the land, whether it was giving a carcass to the scavengers or putting apples out for the animals. Something told me my dad did this for other reasons. My dad was a logger by profession, and he spent 6 days of the week in the woods working, and his 1 day off in the woods hunting or scouting for deer and turkey season. He had told me about seeing cougars, wolves, and wild hogs in our county, even though they are not native to this part of Tennessee. All of this will tie into what I'm about to tell you of more encounters I've had as recently as yesterday, as of me writing this, June 17, 2019. My dad knew all the animal calls and sounds of our woods, but when he heard the calls the Bigfoot made in 2016, he got a little choked up. I don't know if he had a close encounter like I did, or if he was just afraid of the unknown. I will never know. But since his passing, I have noticed strange branches broken off high in the trees, or stones from the freshwater spring miles away beside his grave. I don't know if the Bigfoot are showing respect for him or what, but every few days I visit his grave, and leave several apples or some berries like he always did. And every time I come back where I left the apples or the berries, there's a branch that seems to be twisted or rocks piled up. When I go to see his grave and stay for a while, most time crying or talking to him, asking for advice, I will hear whistling or something like a long, sorrowful moan. Most of the time, that's when I pack up and leave the apples or berries and leave. I know these encounters are not as adrenaline pumping as the last one I shared, but I truly think my dad had a friendship, or if not a friendship, a mutual respect and understanding with these creatures. With his passing, I just wanted to share this. I hope some of you can help me get answers of why the Bigfoot pile up the rocks or leave branches twisted, or the calls when I visit the farm. This witness, who wishes to remain anonymous, has shared a previous encounter with me. You can listen to his encounter by following the link in the video description. The video is titled, "The Bigfoot Was So Close It Was Touching My Boot." Thank you for listening. If you've had an encounter and would like your story narrated here, please go to www.bigfootcasefiles.com to fill out a sightings report. Hope to hear from you soon.